crazy number as he works in his third big league season, and 3 have been successful, 2 thrown out.
As a right-handed pitcher, that's amazing. Usually lefties with a good move, yeah, you won't get many attempts against them. But a right-handed pitcher, how quick the footwork is, and just like his arm delivery to the plate, that's why it's so quick to first. I've always tried to teach that at the high school level. If you want to have a good pickoff move as a right-handed pitcher, that's the short arm you want to have, that short arm delivered to first.
Beat the pressure with Coors Light, and of course he's been doing it. Last 9 games, batting average, homers, on base plus slugging. League average this year is just a little over 700. He's at 937.
Yeah, nice little 3-hit game last night.
We got a chance to peel back the history books just a little bit on Rendon and his time in college. And I think a lot of us take for granted, big free agent signee, a big headline name, understandably so, 2 winters ago. But when you go back to when he was a young man and a scholarship meant everything, as he takes a slider for a strike. His second year at Rice under the legend Wayne Graham, who won almost 2,000 games between junior college and Division I. His second year, he essentially, I can call it the Golden Spikes of the Hauser Trophy, but for casual fans, he won the Heisman, basically, the baseball Heisman, his second year in college. And Rice is a mid-major program.
Looking at Shohei Ohtani, as much as you'd like to see him try to steal a base, very difficult against Plesac, and you're on the mound tomorrow night, and you're down by 4. You just want to keep that lineup moving, not take a chance to try to steal a base here unless you knew you could do it, and Plesac's very difficult to do that against.
Really good athlete, Plesac. Pop loose.
Hey, Plesac entertained being a 2-way player himself.
His final year at Ball State, he went 304, 381 on base, 536 slug. A career on base percentage at Ball State of 361. Rendon's on base percentage going up.
That's an incredible piece of hitting by Rendon. He knows that right side of the infield's wide open. He stays back, lets that baseball travel deeper, gets a base hit. Fastball away, 94. You can't throw a pitch any better, but with the defense set up like that, he just went that way. Good piece of hitting by Anthony Rendon. Walsh at the dish all of a sudden here. Right back in the game.
Jared flied out to right field back in the first inning. Couple of shifts to pull on the infield. Pitch down and away, goes and gets that changeup in front of the Halos dugout, put away by Jose Ramirez.
You can tell how frustrated Jared Walsh was. Stood in the batter's box a little bit longer. He knew that was a spot he's been so good at.
Feed off the greed. Pitching coaches will tell you that all the time. Even if you're locked in and on balance like Jared Walsh, those 2 guys are out there. You're trying to do more to help your team. A changeup well executed. It's the perfect pitch to feed off the greed.
It is, and because you're sitting fastball, you want to do some damage right away. Changeup is the best pitch to slow that down. But still, I think outside of the fastball, changeup, and you're seeing more and more pitchers throwing changeup. That is a great pitch to throw now. because of high velocity on fastballs and then a changeup. Separation and the speeds of those pitches, very effective.
Justin Upton on the ground pulls that one foul. 33-year-old Justin Upton started the season with some explosiveness. As a matter of fact, that home run tally had the slugging percentage climbing and climbing up toward that 500 mark near the end of the month of April. He's been quiet since then. His grandma's in the house. The 1-1. Upton toward right field. Using the big part of the ballpark very well. Gone! Oh, he needed that.
Angels grandma is going to do some dancing with some Uptown Funk. Justin Upton with a 3-run home run and right back in the game, and yes, she is doing some dancing. Justin Upton, number 8, 17 RBIs for Uptown Funk.
He was hitting 105 in his last 13. He was riding the pine the last couple of days. That's the best way I know to put it, as we did when we were young. Pitch away, he crushed it.
That's the swing you look forward to seeing from Justin Upton. When he goes yard, right center, he is going to get hot.
5-4. A team that was flat, a team that was despondent, a team that got run on, a team that got embarrassed. They punched back now. And let's be honest, and this is not to be dramatic, but without this guy and doing what he can do, what he's able to do, he has to do some of the lifting to fill the shoes left by Trout.
There they are, the Uptown Funk crew. But look how strong he is.
That's a strike over the outside corner. You get the periwinkle blue jersey going on down there, the old pinstripe.
Yes.
I love that jersey.
J.O.
Am I allowed to love that jersey as well as a throwback?
You know what? After a swing like that, yes, you can love any jersey you're seeing right now. That's a great swing. You know you need somebody to step up with Mike Trout being hurt. Justin Upton, that type of power.
413 feet. It jumped out of here at 105 miles an hour. I'm not down with what you just said. I mean, either I'm allowed to like it or I'm not. It should have nothing to do with the homer. I don't know how those two go together. Now you and I are feuding, as that one's fouled off. Look, he's got to carry us, and you and I've got to stick together on this. Either I'm allowed to like the periwinkle blue or I'm not. As a throwback, I don't want to go back to it.
Well, you know, that's the last jersey I ever wore, too, so, yeah.
Did you look dashing in it? As that one's outside 1 and 2. He went for the cough button there, folks. He actually was going to go for the cough button. 5-4 the score. Laughter never hurt anyone, did it?
Never.
This is all you. No one loves Uptown Funk more than you. Take us to break.
Yeah. 2 on. Jay, Uptown Funk says, no one on. I'm driving you home with a 3-run home run. 5-4 now the Halos are down.
T-Mobile ballpark coverage cam. Angels grandma doing her thing after the homer. Franmil Reyes leads it off. So let me be clear, by the way, on the jersey. And this is why I ask. I mean, it's about as unappealing as a jersey's ever looked. I would never, ever want to see it back again. You did look dashing in it. And I guess for me, it's kind of a fun thing, kind of a costume party thing. We're taking for granted a third, don't we, Rendon? Really nice play. That's a couple of times that Reyes almost had a base hit taken away. Rendon, remember that bounce play after the dive?
No, that's two rockets. That's the hot corner. And when Reyes is at the plate, that's the really hot corner to play for Anthony Rendon.
But please, my goodness, I never want to see them again. There weren't real sleeves there. It was fake sleeveless.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of mocking going on. Just a piece of the history, right?
Yes. It's
I think
60th anniversary.
I think it should stay in the history books, though.
60th anniversary.
Yes, I knew that.
Is it?
Yeah, I thank you for reminding me, though. Here's Eddie Rosario. Fastball for a strike. So, obvious statement of the night. There you go. And those are some good-looking sunglasses, too, under the Stetson. Center field. He's been busy tonight. I guess better to be busy than to keep the heels in the dirt and heels in the grass. Getting challenged out there. And I think you said it best earlier. Just let yourself be an athlete once you get comfortable.
And that was going to be the hardest play. That one right at you. And you can tell by his reaction for Taylor Ward. He recovered well on it, but that's a tough one. Going left to right. But when it's straight at you, don't know to go in or go back. Ball was hit hard. Recovered well.
And getting some guidance from all over the place. Talked about the importance of Upton. Obviously, he has his scouting report card in that back pocket. As that one's rolled foul, you'll hear major leaguers. And when we're talking about major leaguers, this is not hyperbole. These are the best baseball players in the world. No matter if you're the 26th guy on the roster or you're Mike Trout, you're a part of the collection of the best players in the world. You'll hear them let you know quite frequently, I like feeling uncomfortable. I like having my heart rate raised back up to when I was in Little League or high school at that big moment. It lets you know you're alive, and that's probably what he's going through tonight.
It makes you a better player because you have a little edge going, and it keeps you focused.
Now that's an inning.